Hi, and welcome to our first ever Threefer McDeefer Triple Threat edition of What's in the Fucking Bag. I am your hostess with the mostest, Miss Eliza motherfucking P. Diddy Big Titty Pancakes. And we have a very special triple threat lined up for you all today. Our first of three guests is one of our recently eliminated losers. So, stay tuned after the jump, and you'll find out who. Hint, hint, she's not Valentina. Damiana, the assassin of the season. Well, you're finally here sitting in the hot seat, being asked the question, what took so fucking long? I mean, clearly you didn't win any challenges. Oh, you won one. Oops, I forgot, because it was such a long time ago. Seriously, what took so long to get you here? Well, Eliza, I think I actually did fairly well for myself throughout the competition, and it wasn't my goal to get, eliminated as quickly as possible. I was trying to stay in the game and show my versatility and lip sync my ass off if I had to, and what else? Lip sync, yeah, because you definitely did a hell of a lot of that. You sent so many bitches home, I think 5, I think that's a record. I think you have lip synced the most and sent the most queens home in one season. But you're not the most successful assassin. I still think Landon Towers has that one up on you. She sent 3 whole queens home, and she also made it to the finale and got to lip sync. So, there's that. So, let's dive right into it, Damiana. Let's see what you brought in this big bag of yours. Let's see what's in the bag. Okay, this look right here, I'm loving it. It's giving me prom night realness. It's giving me, wear red at the wedding. I love it. It's sultry, it's slutty, it's sexy. Obviously you're going for a fire theme here with the red. Incorporated everything. Normally I don't really like gloves with these types of dresses unless they're the really elegant elbow length long gloves. But I like these. I like how they kind of they start at the tips dark red, and then it fades to being kind of transparent at the the further down your arm they go. I think it looks really good. I think that the neck could probably use some jewelry, maybe something red like rubies or something, but overall I like this look. I have very few complaints for this look. What would you have worn? First of all, tell me, what was this look going to be used for? This was going to be my Hollywood high fashion look, which, as we all know, that was the runway challenge for the finale, which I did not make it to, unfortunately. I was going to wear it for the reunion, since I didn't get to make it to the reunion, but I decided you went with what you went with. Yeah. You didn't like my reunion look? Oh, no. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, easy peasy, right? I mean, it's only the reunion of your fucking season. Anyway, what would you have worn for the hair? I was gonna wear my hair up and wear probably just this gorgeous midnight black wig and just have it styled up. I would have had my lips the reddest you'd ever seen them, like a dusky eyeshadow. Honey, this look would have ate. If I had made it that far, this would have been my redemption, my redemption for the lip sync. And I think Morgan and the judges, the other queens, they would have all eaten my dust. They would have been super impressed. Wow, Damiana, that is a lot to take in. I mean, that's a pretty big boast right there. I mean, I love the look. I'm just not sure if only having one win under your belt would have been enough to secure you a spot in the final lip sync. Remember last year how Ella G made it to the finale with one win, and then when it came to time to lip sync, she was removed from the competition? Yeah, I kind of feel like, yeah, you could have done the little Diva Awards speech thing and walked the runway in that dress, but I don't think you would have lip synced with only one win. I mean, honey, the minimum criteria has always been 2 wins, even since season 1. So, anyway, let's talk about the season. How do you think you did? I mean, obviously, your ass Vaughn, because you lip synced like 6 times, 5 times. And ultimately, you got sent home in a double elimination against Kimberly, who's up next, by the way. Just be honest. How do you feel you did? Well, Eliza, obviously, being one of the few Latin queens competing on the show, I have a lot to prove. And, you know, coming from season 1, you had Caliente, who was an assassin. You know, season 2, there weren't really any Latin assassin queens. But, you know, the whole point is that I tried carving out my own legacy. But people are always going to compare you and say, oh, you're like Caliente, oh, you're like Calvera, blah, blah, blah. I mean, honestly, I think I'm different enough. And I think that I obviously did not succeed in my goal, which was to win. I think every queen starts off on their season, on their journey, with that goal in mind, like, I'm going to win, I'm going to do my best. I do think I did my best, though. I just think maybe it wasn't what the judges were looking for, and that's nothing new. It happens all the time. It's going to continue to happen. And the best we can do is just grin and bear it and go along with it. That's what I feel, and I'm not gonna cry over spilt milk. Wow, Damiana, that is a surprisingly mature and do I say sage advice coming from you? I'm taken aback. I was expecting like kind of more like moping and wallowing in Greta Garbo mode and despair and all out. Oh, I'm going to Hot Topic and Claire's. LOL. No, I agree. I think that even though me coming from a viewer standpoint and all the other viewers, we have a different perception of how you did on the show versus your fellow competing queens versus the judges. And obviously you didn't make it to the finale, but you're not sitting here moping and crying about it. You took it on the chin. You admitted, hey, I didn't win. Maybe I didn't do all that well, but I did my best. You know what, Damiana? I'm not going to roast you. I was going to roast you because I was like, oh, this bitch is so easy. You know what? I'm gonna cut you some slack. You've earned my respect. So camera, center, camera. Jesus Christ. Never hire a Canadian to work the camera. So let's look at this other dress that you brought with us tonight, Damiana. Okay, again, the red theme. I think this is the most red. If you had made it to the finale, and I'm assuming this is probably the lip sync look, yes, I would have worn this in my lip sync for the crown look. Okay, this would have been the most red. This compared, camera, can you pan over? And that, those two would have been the most red we would have seen you wearing all season. And I like it because when people think of Caliente, they think hot. But Caliente never wore that much red. When you think Damiana, you see hot. Or maybe I got that backwards. Hot, Damiana, Caliente. Anyway, I think you look good in red. And my only complaint, nitpick with this camera, is the shoes. Open-toed high heel shoes wearing those stockings. Let's talk about that. What was the mindset behind that? Because personally, I would have gone for more of like a high-heeled boot, even if it was just like a ankle-high mini boot or something like that. I think that would have looked really cute and still completed the look. Overall, the look is giving me sassy tamale, hot tamale, habanero, whatever. I like it. But what was your mindset? I'm really curious to know that. Well, I just thought the heels went well with the look. I mean, you've got browns, assorted browns and golds. Gold can kind of be mixed in with brown, as you can see the gold in the strap of the heel. And I do have some boots. I tried them out, and they just didn't look as good. And you're right, because this look is a Damiana original, honey. It is. It does scream habanero. It screams red hot habanero. Spicy mama. Yes, ole. And I like it. I love it. I'm just sad the fans didn't get to see it, the viewers and the other queens, because I, didn't make the cut. I got sent home in the previous episode. Now, the hair. Arguably the most important part, aside from the actual outfit, is the hair. What would you have done for the hair? Because in the other look, camera, you said you're going to wear a midnight black or dusky black wig. You're going to have it styled up. Now, what about her? What would you done for the hair here? Ooh, I had a lot of different ideas in mind. If you think back to Snatch Game, episode 5, and the lip sync, which the runway for that was Rocker Chicks or something. What was the theme? Rocker Chicks or something? Anyway, let's just say it was Rocker Chicks. So, if you remember, I went as Shakira. I was going to take that hair and wear it with this, because it's curly, it's long, it's big, and I think it would have gone with this. I think it would have completed the look. It would have looked great. I would have worn my reddish orange, what I call my Phoenix eye makeup, and my red lipstick, and bam! It would have been a complete Damiana original, honey. And while you're blathering on there for a minute, Damiana, I looked it up, and it was actually called Rockin' Reinas. So we were close. We were off by one word. You're Mexican, and you didn't even know that one. Wow. Anyway, I love both of these looks, Damiana. They both look great. I think red is a great choice for you. It brings out your what does it bring out? It's just you. It's you. And I think you should do you. And I agree with you completely. I think it's a shame that you didn't get to show it off on the grand stage of Morgan's Drag Race. So, how do you feel about the decision for the double elimination with Kim Brûlée? What's your thought on that? Well, kind of going back into what I said earlier, I feel like I did my best. Maybe I didn't have as many accessories as I could have had or should have had. And I'm not blaming any other queens or anything like that. It's decisions were made. Maybe I took some shortcuts when I was packing. I was really in a hurry to get here. Ultimately, I think it wouldn't have mattered. I was in the bottom quite a bit, and I was used as an assassin. I sent girls home. That's what I did. Yes, mama, because I want to stay. Even if it's just to stay for one more day, that's what I got to do. And I was quite happy to go home when I did. I would have loved to made it to the finale, but like you said, I would have been removed at the last minute for not meeting the 2 challenge win criteria. And I think, fair is a pretty fair assessment for it. I don't think there was anything wrong with Morgan's decision, because I was going to be sent home one way or the other. And going home with Kim Brûlée was kind of a shock, because I thought she was going to make it to the finale. But we were at 8 queens, minus 3, we have 5. So we went from having half of a normal season, or actually a full season for some other seasons, franchises, the next day having a finale with the finale numbers. It's just crazy. But I'm happy. I'm happy with my track record. It could have been better, but I'm happy with it. I mean, who could ask for more except the winner, right? Wow, Damiana, you just keep knocking him out of the park with these words of wisdom. Wow. Wow, have you considered shaving your head and living up in the mountains as a Buddhist monk? I hope that wasn't offensive. I don't really care. Wow, you were just very mature about this, and mad props to you, Damiana. You really killed it this season. I mean, not challenge-wise, because you fucked up and, bombed. But you had some very interesting looks. I want to say on a last note that your Mask for Mask look, I thought that was really original and unique, that you chose a Day of the Dead for both, whereas everyone else wore, like, Venetian masks. And I thought that was really original, and I thought that was a Damian original. And I just want to let you know that before I call it here, because we are out of time. Oh, thank you so much, Eliza. That means a lot to me. Well, that's all for this segment of our special triple threat edition of What's in the Bag. Stay tuned next for our next eliminated loser. I'm sure you already know who it is. She's big and she's British. Well, she's not really big, but she's extremely fucking British, and she has a foul mouth. Kimberly!